what you should do in your life. That is to think big. Think big. Because if you think big, listen, if you think big, you will do big things. If you think small, worry about small things, then you will end up doing very small things which are not really too important. It doesn't help too many people. But if you think big, so there is something to learn from great people. That is how they used to think. They used to have an idea. That is how great scientists, including Einstein, he didn't have too many machines and tools and instruments to test his idea. So he used to imagine. He used to love to ride bike, right? And his father gave him a compass when he was 7 or 8 years old.
Do you know what a compass is?
So compass is something
No,
which
let me
has
tell you.
yeah.
It's a circle, and then whatever direction it will tell you which is north.
No, it will not tell you which direction. It will tell you where is north.
Yeah, north, south.
It's
east.
always pointing to north.
Yeah.
If it is east, west, north, south, it's always pointing in that direction. If you are going in that direction, if you are going in this direction, it will point in the back. If you are going north, it is pointing in front of you. Always to the North Pole. Magnetic. So his father gave him a compass. And you see, why is he always going north? See, he was asking a question. Why is he always going north? If I go this way, pointing this way. If I go this way, it's pointing to the right. If I going south, it's pointing to the back. By wondering, by questioning this, he discovered a new theory of gravity. Okay? First they used to think that earth is pulling something, that is why you fall on earth. Einstein changed all that. Wonderful idea. When he used to ride bike, he used to ask, what if I ride faster and faster? How fast can I go? He discovered that the faster he goes, heavier he feels, and he needs more energy to increase the speed. He said, what is the fastest thing you can travel? He discovered light. Light travels fastest and always at the same speed. See, about 200,000 kilometers in 1 second. He said, it has gone to 10 times around the earth.
What?
Light. From the sun, the light comes, it takes 8 minutes from the sun to reach the earth. And just think big. What if the sun disappears suddenly? What will happen?
No, like,
You will keep seeing the sun and the sunlight for 8 minutes because the light hasn't reached. Before the sun disappeared, light hasn't reached. It will take 8 minutes. For 8 minutes you see the sun. After 8 minutes, sun will disappear. So these ideas, questioning is very important. Right, Hari? And I'll give you another example. Ask yourself, what if? What if this happens, then what will happen? So if you take a big bucket, remember this idea. You're looking at the sun, you take a big bucket as big as the sun. Sun is about what? 1 million times bigger than the earth. Okay? As big as the sun. Really big bucket. Just imagine how big that bucket is. And you fill that bucket with water. All the oceans of the earth and all the comets which have ice, all the water, pour it in that big bucket. And then take the sun, kind of hot, but take the sun and dip it in the bucket. What will happen, do you think?
Then the sun will get cold.
What will get cold?
Sun.
Okay, that one.
Girl.
Explosion.
Okay. Huh?
Explosion.
It will explode?
Yes.
Okay, that's getting little
Close
bit.
enough.
What do you think will happen to the sun? If you dip the sun in a big bucket of water, what will happen?
The fire's gonna.
Will be fire?
Fire's gonna be gone.
The sun will stop shining and burning?
No, the water, the water,
Hmm?
Yeah. Yes.
the sun
Will stop?
will, the sun will just burn the
Ah,
water.
okay.
The sun will burn the water.
Sun will burn the water, sun will stop burning,
Steam.
sun will get cold.
burning.
Huh?
Become steam. It will be cold in the summer.
Okay, these are good ideas, but
The steam.
let me tell you what will really happen. Because if you know enough about sun, you will know the answer. Answer is because sun is not a rock. Sun is gas. Has a lot of hydrogen. And they merge and produce that energy and light.
Liquid and gas.
So water also has a lot of oxygen. So that water will not remain water anymore.
What?
It will become gas. And the gas will make the sun burn twice as hot.
Oh.
And sun will expand, get bigger, 2 times the size of its sun. And 2 times the size of sun means the sun will be either very close to the earth or it will swallow the earth. This is what will happen if you dip the sun. It will get hotter, more light, bigger size. That's what will happen. And there will be no more water left. Sun will not get cold. It will burn brighter. That way, you imagine other things. What will happen, now this is the homework for next week. What will happen if the earth rotates like this and goes around the sun? It goes counterclockwise, not this way. All the planets go this way, opposite of how the clock moves, except 2 planets. 2 planets go clockwise and all the other planets go this way around the sun.
Wait, this
Which 2 planets go this way? Ends with S.
Doesn't the sun move?
Sun is also moving, so everybody is moving around the sun, and the galaxy is also moving. Everything is moving. Yeah. So if which 2 planets go this way around the sun, and their names end with an S, and they are Venus, and Uranus. Uranus goes opposite side this way, and all the other planets go this way. Yes, and including the asteroids and comets, they go near the sun. They go that side and then go this way. They don't go this way. Only Venus and Uranus go this way. And why that happens, you have to figure out. Just read up. Search on the internet why Venus moves clockwise. You will find a lot of answers. Alright. So the point is, think big so that you can have big ideas and you can do big things in your life. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, you understand? Big, think big. Don't think small. Don't worry about small things. Why somebody is doing this, what somebody is eating, what they're behaving. Just forget, ignore all those little things. Think big Okay. Now the story from Ramayana. Okay, lot of people don't know this story. But this is a very, very interesting story. So before I tell you the story, a few words you should know what they mean. First is, what is the meaning of monk? A monk is a person who wants to study deep things, and he leaves everything and goes to his guru and goes to a place where a guru and other students are there. Sometimes they shave their head. Sometimes they say they will only eat what people give him, so they don't do a job. They just focus on one thing. That's a monk. And a monastery is a place where lots of monks live with a teacher, not teacher, guru. Okay. Another word is justice. Anybody knows what is justice?
No.
No? Okay. Justice
I
means,
don't know how to say it.
okay, I'll try to help you.
Understand.
Like somebody is not being fair. You understand that? Somebody is doing nasty things to you without reason,
Yeah.
right? That's not fair. When you say that's not fair, which means you are not doing justice, right? So if somebody is doing justice, two people had fight, one was wrong, one was right. So you go to a king or a judge or a parents or person, see, we are fighting, why? Okay, what did you do? I think you were wrong, you were right, and you might be punished and you might be rewarded. So that is called justice. And what is ego? One more word. Ego. Ego, somebody has ego, which means he thinks he's too good. He thinks he's better than everybody.
Ego or that's Ravan.
Ego.
That's Ravan.
Yeah.
Ego. Ego says, look, you are nothing. I am special. I am big. I imagine that I'm very powerful. I'm very this, very that. And he does have no respect for other people. Okay? So that is ego. Now that you know these words, I'll tell you the story. The story, this is how it happens. And if you do a play on stage, I will not tell you this story like a story. I'll tell you what people will see on the stage. So the stage is there. There are a few people in Ayodhya, right? And they are kind of looking sad. Somebody says, you know, I just heard the news that Ram has left Lanka and is coming back to Ayodhya. And coming back with Sita and Lakshman and Hanuman and Vibhishan and his group. Sugriv, yeah. So everybody say, now on this stage, look, on this stage, everybody say, really, Ram is coming back. Oh, after 14 years, so nice, so good. It will be very happy to see everybody is happy, right? And then somebody looks at the sky. Oh, there is a chariot, flying chariot. That's where they are coming. Everybody say, really? They can fly? Yes, they are coming. Look, 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 look. Right? And then after a few seconds, all this group, Ram, Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman, they enter the stage from one side. Okay? And then everybody goes and touch their feet, and somebody is crying, and we missed you for so long. We are so happy to see you. And some people walk in with a little diya light, or there's some battery light, you know, just a click button and it lights up, right? So there's a light on stage. These lights are turned off in the hall. So that's how they first celebrated Diwali. Festival of Lights was celebrated when Festival of Light, Diwali was celebrated when Ram and Sita and rest of people returned to Ayodhya after how long?
14.
14 years, correct. Now what happens? Now on this stage there is a throne or a nice looking chair.
Who am I?
I'll come back to that.
We could all do.
No, you said you'll be Ram, right?
We could do all sisters and brothers.
Oh, this
And
will be a
Jolly-
wonderful opportunity.
and
You
Jolly-
know what your mother was when she was your age or younger? She was Sita.
And my dad was Hanuman.
Right? So you can become Hanuman.
What if Anjali and me as Samaya are the producers and you guys are the
Oh.
You're the producers and the actors.
You can produce and yes.
so we
Okay.
can all be like brothers and sisters together.
Okay, let's go with the story now.
We have to discuss.
Let's understand the story first.
This is the beginning of the story.
What?
That Ram is back and then he becomes king. So how he becomes king? Somebody comes and puts a little crown on his head. So you say, Bol Shri Ramachandra ki jai. Raja Ram
Actually, I do want to be wrong.
is the king. Okay?
I'm Hanuman.
So now everybody leaves. Everybody leaves.
Next week.
And then what Ram used to do every day or every week, he used to go to his court where people come, and anybody can come to ask that please help me, I am suffering, I need this, or somebody treated me badly. So Ram would do justice. He say, okay, somebody mistreated you, who is that?
You.
Come. Why did you do this? So we say, sir, it was not my fault. If they're making up this story, he say, you are making up this story. That's not right. He will do justice, okay. You will go and plant 10 trees for your punishment. Something like that. He used to do it.
I'm wrong.
He used to do all the time. Then one day what happened, after everybody leaves, there is some noise outside the door, which means not on stage. There is a hoo, 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 like a dog. When the dog is crying, how does the dog cry? Like that. So Ram said, Lakshman, can you go see who is there? Ram looks around. He said, I don't see anybody. It's dark. He said, okay, look again. And then he sees on the ground a dog. He's lying and he's hurt. His head is hurt and he's bleeding and he's in pain. So Lakshman said, what happened? He said, I need justice. I need Ram's justice. Somebody beat me up for no reason. I want to come to Ram. So Lakshman goes to Ram and says, brother, there's a dog outside and he said he wants to see Ram. He said, okay, bring him. It's alright. Dogs are living people too. So the dog limping, somebody can be dog, right? Dog
be the
limping. Listen, I will listen. Dog is limping and comes to Ram and he said, oh Ram, please help me. Somebody beat me up for no reason. I need justice. He said, who beat you? He said, there is a guy, whatever his name, he's a beggar. Beggar means he begs at the temple or to people visiting the town. He's begging and that's what. He's a poor beggar. He said, he beat me for no reason. Ram said, okay, call that beggar. The guy comes.
Call that big. How is he gonna call him? That's like.
Okay, we can give a name to the beggar. There is a name, but very long Sanskrit name. And beggar has a name. So that guy comes. He said, the dog is saying you beat him for no reason. Tell me, what did you do and why? He said, I'm so sorry, sir. I was hungry. I was frustrated. I was angry. And this dog is lying on the road. And out of anger, I beat him up with sticks. And it's my fault. I'm really, really sorry. And please give me any punishment. Okay for me.
The dog took one roti.
No, listen. Don't divert the story.
You ruined the surprise, Nani.
No, just keep to this simple story. Remember we had 10
Yeah,
minutes, right?
I realize.
So then Ram asked his advisors, which means he asked, what do you think, the lawyers, what do you think this beggar should be, how he should be punished? He said, sir, in our law, all our laws are made for people. A law is that you should do and should not do. Like a law is that you should not cross the red light. That's a law, right? Something like that. So your advisor said, there is no law for dogs. We have laws for people. So Ram said, you are right. So how do we make now a new law for if somebody beats up an animal, how should we punish that other person? So Ram said, okay. He asked the dog. He said, you tell me. He accepts that it was in fault, right? You tell me how I should punish